Welcome back to Raymond Thai Time. As you can see, absolutely dripping. It's very humid today. It's only about 9:30 in the morning, but we've got a lot to do to catch up. So, as always, let's go and have a look to see where we are. So, as you can see, the long beans are starting to take shape. I think this row's been in about 3 weeks now, and the back row is just over a week and a half. So they're all looking good. We're gonna feed all the plants on the land today. These 3 planters I've now mixed with manure and compost, and they're ready for the seeds to go in. The 4th one I shall dig today and get it all mixed up as well, ready. So by the end of today we will have all 4 planters ready for the seeds, which I believe is going to be the aubergine. So that's looking good, and as always, coming along very nice. And then over here I will start to dig over this climbing section and mix it with the compost and the manure, and then look to get the cucumbers planted, which in the great wheel of things I always seem to think I can get more done than expected. So I think that will be good for today if I can get that all turned over and mixed, and this area here all turned over and mixed, and the seeds in. And then tomorrow finish this little bit of block work, a bit more weeding, and again turn it all over, get the compost and the manure mixed in, and get the second row of cucumbers put in. So that is my plan for today and tomorrow. Okay, so as always, let's crack on with the job, and we'll come back in a little while and show you the progress. I do think it's coming on nicely, and once it's all climbing and growing, it will look very nice, a really nice area. And then add to that, tomorrow I will start strimming again and keeping on top of all the grass. So we shall catch you in a little while. Okay, so the last few days it's been pretty heavy rainstorms, so we haven't been able to get the seeds in as I was planning, because the soil is just too wet, and I think if I was to put the seeds in they would just rot. So I'm going to give it till next week and try and get them in. But like I'm always saying, there's always work to be done. So today I'm strimming all the upper land, cutting that all back down, and then I will work to do this middle section, get that a little bit more tidy, and then around the pond. But for the green beans, the long beans, they're still growing pretty well. So hopefully, where should we go? Down this way. Hopefully the excessive rain that we're having at the moment won't drown them. There's thunder in the background, so I think the rain's due to come anytime soon this afternoon. But as I say, we won't be finishing off the last two climbing areas because at the moment it's just too wet. So we'll hold that off till later in the week, see if it dries up. But if not, that will go on to next week's job. So for now, I shall go get the strimmer and carry on tidying up all the grass that spring back to life. Okay, final take for this week's video. The upper land, as you can see here, has got water on it. Heavy rainstorm last night for 3 hours, so we're pretty waterlogged on the land at the moment. But in between the downpours, I've managed to strim a good 2/3 of the ground to try and keep on top of things. Still some more tidying up to be done, which when the rain finally eases, I shall get the strimmer back out and just tidy up the little bits remaining. But for now, we're managing to keep on top of things and keep it all under control. So we'll have a quick look around the pond area. I think end of August we will be able to take down this blue net around the pond, which is been put up to prevent snakehead running away. So coconut that we planted earlier in the year is doing pretty well. As I say, once I take the blue net away from around the pond, then I'll be able to get in and attack the embankment around the pond to tidy that all up. So this area, I'm looking to put another fishing hut in this section, and then another fishing hut in that section. So in the evening, when you want to do a bit of fishing, it gives you the shade from over this area where the sun sets. So that will open up opportunities to fish in the morning and in the afternoon. I'm also tempted to put a fishing hut in between these two banana trees, one here and one down the far end in between these two banana trees. So in the coming weeks, months, whatever, however long it takes, we shall be putting up another 5 fishing shade huts, which I think will look quite nice and give you a choice whereabouts on the pond you would like to fish. So again, slowly tidying up these areas. Still got this bit in front of me to strim over by the Thai white flower. That section's all done and looking good. Papaya, well, still struggling. Don't seem to have much growth on it. Out of about the 20 that we planted this year, I think we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 remaining. So we shall have another go at that come September and see if we have better luck this coming year, or coming season. Again, green beans, yeah, as I say, we're having a lot of rain, heavy rain. They all seem to be surviving, so I'm quite happy with that. This third section is all completed, apart from just knocking these 2 poles in. That's all been mixed with manure and compost. I think it's a little bit too wet to put the cucumbers in just at the moment, as the next 3 days is predicted heavy rainfall. So early part of next week, fingers crossed, we will get the first row of cucumbers in and then finish this section, which isn't a lot of work to be done. Get that dug over, get a rain ditch dug on the outer side of the bricks, and then mix it with the compost and the manure, and then that'll be the second row of cucumber going in. So that's coming on quite nicely. The planting boxes back over here. Originally we was going to put about 60 aubergines in this area, but I think we might change our mind and make it more of a soft leaf vegetable, as in pak choy, lettuce, etc. Green vegetables. So that's yet to be decided. But as you can see, nice black thunderstorm coming again. But we are managing to keep on top of things. And as I always say, as long as we progress every week, then I'm fairly happy. The framework on the Luffa, that's all been tightened up. That's ready for the climbing net to be attached, and then the blocks to be put round the bottom, and again mix the compost and manure to give it better quality growing soil. So that'll be the project, with a bit of luck, weather permitting. We will have that ready for the end of September, ready to plant, end of August stroke middle of September, to plant all the Luffa again. So we're slowly getting our crops back in again. Where the hose is on the floor, I think we're going to have all pumpkin put in that area. So really looking forward to this year. Coconuts, bananas, mangoes, which we planted January, February time, they're all coming along as well. So a couple more years, we should have some crops growing. Obviously coconuts, as far as I believe, take around about 5 years before they start producing, but it's all starting to take shape, and over the coming years we should have a really nice vegetable farm, fruit farm, herbs, spices, etc. growing in this middle section. And then on top of that, we've got the pond with the fish. Again, fish are coming on nicely. Within about 4 to 6 weeks, we'll be releasing the little tiddlers into the bigger pond and getting the next batch put in. So yeah, starting to come together. So once again, thank you for watching. We shall update you again next week. Please hit the like, subscribe and notification buttons to follow our journey and our development of the farm here in Camp Flak, Thailand.